And then what happened with the sewage? That's the question. And with the sewage, we have, Tijuana is one of the cities that has more treatment plants in the country. Some work, some don't work. But we have a lot of treatment plants. So it's a city, and it was a city that had a lot of awards, because it was a few years ago, it was a very fine and well managed the water here in Tijuana. Right now we have serious problems. Biggest plants, we have one right here. We have another one that is around here, that is La Morita. And we have our famous Punta Bandera. This is El famoso, el renowned Punta Bandera. And these are the biggest, no? These two plants, they were built with a credit from Japan. And it was meant to be like 5 treatment plants. We got only 2. Don't ask. Money flies. Things get expensive. And they did a lot of things. Why I say that Tijuana is one of the cities that have more infrastructure, more investment in the whole country? Because we're at the border, and we had received a lot of money from EPA, a lot of money for piping, for treatment plants, for infrastructure. We have received a lot of money. So sometimes when we read or we hear from Imperial Beach, they say things are the same for 30 years. Like 30 years has passed by and things are exactly the same. I said, and so I think like that's a good news, because we have triple or like the population from the Mexican side. So we have a lot. It has grown in 30 years. Very, very high level of population migration that we have in Tijuana. And since it has been all this investment, then the things are the same. They're not good. I'm not saying they're good. They're bad. But they're not worse that it can be. So we have these treatment plants. These 2 treatment plants are working okay. They are good. They are working fine. But the problem, and they're use a lot of energy. The idea is to get like all these people that live here. This is an old photograph because Tijuana is like bigger. So we have the people that live here, the people that live here. It will be used in these treatment plants. The problem right now is that these treatment plants throw the water to the canal, to the Tijuana canal. And then here in the canal, we have a lot of derrames. It's a river. We are a river and a coastal city. That's the river, but now it's channelized. So they throw the water here, and we have a lot of spills from all the city to the canal. So we have sewage. As I said, the watershed is a dry watershed. So it's supposed to be, it's not raining, no water. It rains, it has water. But now we have all year long water. Where does it come from, that water that is running in the canal? It comes from Tecate. It has their city treatment plant, the Buri treatment plant, and some treatment plants that are in Tecate. They throw the water to the river. The river flows here. It goes here. It enters through Alamar. So it goes here. It connects here where the bus station is, or the new big huge shopping center they're building. It's like wow. So it goes here, and then it goes to the main canal. The other source of water comes from the Las Palmas watershed. Here's where the University of Baja California is. One of the campuses here in Las Palmas. It was meant to be this new futuristic city with all the amenities, and it was gonna be a lot of people there, but they didn't finish, so it's very far and it's lonely there. So yeah, because it didn't work out. They didn't plan well. So students are really struggling to get there. So all the water here, it flows to the Abelardo, and then it flows here. So we have like two branches. This one, then it gets connected here, and then it flows. And here, in this point, since we're two countries, And as I was telling you, like the water that runs here is sewage. And here in this area, we have a reservoir, a conservation area in the United States. The Rio Colorado, the Tijuana River National Estuary Reserve is here. And it's where the river gets all the sewage. So the United States, for many, many years, they have said like, we don't have this, we don't need this water, so we don't want a drop of water to cross the border. So the Mexican government said, yes, 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 we will do it. But it's very difficult, it's a river. So anything that happened, like the same geographic way that is settled Tijuana, this is the upper part, the water will flow. Any spill, anything that happened, it will flow naturally to the end of the river. So we have problems here. So they built here a pump. It's called SILA from the border, EW, International Border Commission. And they built a pump here. And they say, okay, all the water that comes from the treatment plants from Tecate, the treatment plants here, and all the spills that we have, and all the broken pipes, and everything that flows to the river naturally, gets to here, and they capture it here, and they pump it to the treatment plant. The international treatment plant, it was in the period of Bush and Salinas de Gortari in Mexico. They were saying like, oh, we need a treatment plant for San Diego because the other treatment plant is here, Point Loma. Here is the Point Loma, and this is the discharge. So you have discharge here, here, and here. Yes, they had one, and they needed another one because it was big for the, I don't know, it's for the city and the, I don't think it's for the whole county, but I think it's the city of San Diego, Chula Vista, Imperial Beach,